Let's also get in some closing trading ideas or BTST ideas as well before we move forward. Kunal, what's on your list?
So I'll go with two buy calls. The first one is one Poonawalla FinCorp. That's a chart which is looking extremely attractive, almost like a V-shaped recovery, close to that 395 plus mark currently trading. So we'd look out for 415 as a target, stop us at 387. And Kotak Bank is the other stock which I would continue to believe that could remain a lot more stronger, even from current levels, low beta, low to moderate beta kind of a stock. And given a breakout again about 2200 mark for Kotak Bank. So keeping 2200 as a stop loss, would revise the targets higher to 2280, 2300. Traders could take a fresh bet at current levels.
Right. Aditya, any BTST trades that you've identified?
Overall, realty is looking interesting to me, Aisha. I think one can go fresh long at current levels for a target of 1800 on the upside with the stop loss at 1600 on the downside. The second one is Polycab. I think after a decent bit of a correction, the stock has now formed a base, and now it's seeing some kind of an up move, almost on the verge of a breakout from a W pattern. On the upside, 1800. On the upside, targets will be around 5600 with a stop loss at 5400 on the downside.
Looks like we are actually going to shut shop near the day's highest point, at least for the benchmark indices. On that note, thank you so much, Pashupati, as well as Kunal and Aditya for joining us on the show. And Aisha, yes, no complaints. A long weekend really bodes well for our Indian markets.
Yeah, just that we don't have any up until I think August. We're closing in pretty strong. We've got a 1.25% uptick coming in for the Nifty itself. It's a 288-point move. Bigger a move for the broader markets. They've managed to hold out well, but today has really been all about the Nifty Bank. The fact that we made it to that all-time high, 55,300 a print on the Nifty Bank on closing. And today, some of those globally linked, beaten down spaces are the ones which actually overtook even the Nifty Bank. Look at the move on the Nifty IT, Nifty Metal. They were the sectors which were the leaders. And let's talk about IT here, because look at Infosys and how it's actually closed it for the day. Even though the numbers were not really all that great, but it almost smacks of some bottoming out, at least in the near term, for the entire ID pack, not just Infosys, but look at a Tech Mahindra. Look at what was happening with HCL Technologies, or for that matter, Tata Elxsi as well, wherein the numbers were weak. But that stock has actually managed to hold on to nearly a double-digit gain, at least on the futures for itself. Other than that, of course, there's been telecom led by Idea, which had a very strong show today. Banks did quite okay. Axis, SBI, they were all holding up very smartly in trade. There was a Trent which moved up about 4.5%. M&M looked smart. Hero MotoCorp, Bajaj Finance, these were all names which held out very, very smartly. Though on the flip side, Bharti had a much more sedate day. ICICI Bank gave up pretty much all of its morning gains, just marginally high is how it's going home in trade. And that was pretty much the case with Geofinance and NTPC, Unilever, Adani, Ports, etc. as well, which closed in the red. But Cheryl, what about the broader end of the market?
If you look at the broader end of markets, yes, pretty supportive at this point in time, with also you have the small cap as well as the mid cap index in the positive territory. Strong show coming in by the broader markets. And let's not forget, it is a fifth consecutive session of gains coming in for our markets, and we are shutting shop at 24,120 when you talk about Nifty, with the Nifty Bank actually scaling record high levels. But on that note, we are out of time on this edition of Closing Trades. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to ET Now for more news and updates.